Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tatmoma and the Baby Brigade. It's a Wednesday, November 8th, and it's been over a week since my surgery. I missed y'all so much, and it's been a while since I did one of these episodes, just a vlog episode. I'm still healing, of course, and I'm still in pain, but I missed y'all so much, and I couldn't wait anymore. I didn't think I was, if Kayla can push through her stuff, I should be able to push through mine. I got 6 incisions that are hurting me at any given time, but who cares, right? Better to laugh than cry. If you're in the Facebook group, you know about one of them that is decided to open up, and so I called the doctor and I was like, "Yo, most of them are closed up, but this one is peeping open." And she's like, "Well, it's got inside stitches." She said, "You're gonna be okay." And I said, "What do you mean?" And I said, "I've been, keeping ointment on it and a Band-Aid." And she said, "Well, you're doing right." She said, "It will eventually close up on its own." And I'm like, "Okay." And okay. So so let's see if I can give y'all a rundown. So last week, of course, I didn't sleep any the night before surgery. There was no sleep to be had, really. I mean, I got a nap, but I was anxious, and this is a big deal, and I was anxious, and almost changed my mind about doing it a few times, and still I really still really having trouble second guessing myself still. Should I have done this? And this being gastric bypass surgery, in case you haven't been following my channel. I'm Amanda, 50-year-old white female. Just had gastric bypass surgery, and while they to lose weight, of course, because as of my last weigh-in, I was at 370, I think. I don't remember. Something. Now, my regular doctor had me weighing at 365, but then when I went to the weight loss doctor somewhere, I had gained back 4 or 5 pounds. I think there's some head trickery going on. But anyway, something to just make you feel bad anyway. I don't know, like they're meaning to make you feel bad. But hold on. There we go. But anyhow, so coughing has not been fun. And those of you that have had this know that when you cough, your belly jiggles. And when you have stitches and incisions that are all bruised up, that hurts. And I have COPD on top of everything else. And so every time I cough, it hurts like heck dickens. And I can't just, walk around with a pillow all the time. Oh, I'm going to cough. Let me grab a pillow to hold to my belly while I cough. Because I never know when I'm going to cough. With COPD, you just don't know. And they're random. But now we went in there, and God bless Eva, true to her word, she showed up, and she was there for me. And she was there for the boys. And she finally met Will. And she met him on a good day when he was being sweet son. He was being sweet Will that day. And he's sweet Will a lot of days, but he's a young man who's got a lot on his mind. But and it just you know, the surgery went good, of course. They didn't do just the gastric bypass. They also repaired a hernia that I didn't even know I had. And that wasn't giving me any trouble, you know, obviously. And then they took a biopsy of my liver, which is apparently pretty standard operating procedure with women my size in this procedure. So they did that, and then I spent the night in the hospital, and I was outvoted. The family, well, my family being the boys and Eva, decided that somebody was either staying with me or I was keeping my phone with me, and I didn't want to keep. I have security trust issues, and I didn't want someone to come in and take my expensive iPhone while I was asleep. So I said, okay, Johnny could stay with me. So Johnny stayed with me, and so we stayed overnight at the hospital, and let me tell you, that was an ordeal. That was an ordeal. Now, mind you, what they are supposed to do when you have this surgery is get you up and walking as soon as possible. Okay? What they didn't do was get me up and walking as soon as possible. Now, they rolled me in there, and I had a catheter in, and I don't like catheters. You know, no one likes that. And they were supposed to remove that, and then at some point that evening get me up and walking. They didn't do that. They didn't remove the catheter till the next day, and only after the day nurse come on and shook her head and goes, no, this is not what was supposed to happen. You were supposed to be out of this bed. And I was like, I tried telling them, and they told me the opposite. So yeah, they did that to me. They left me bedbound all night long. And I think that probably hindered the beginning of my healing. I really do. I think if I had been able to get up and moving right away, I would have been better, you know, got a better, more head start on my healing. And, you know, I do. I think I would have been better off. But that's not what happened. They left me bedbound. And then there was this daggum machine. This machine that they had, I had an IV in my arm, and it regulated not only the IV, and I had oxygen in for like the first several hours that I was in there. For most of the night, I had oxygen, and because my pulse ox was like in the low 90s, and they wanted it to be closer to 96, 98, something like that, and they didn't like where it was, so they was, you know, they kept the oxygen on me until it was where they wanted it to be. And so if the oxygen wasn't flush with my nose, the thing would go off. If the hose from the IV got pinched, it would go off. If the wind blew just right, that thing would go off. So during the night, me and Johnny would be trying to sleep, and that thing would go beer, 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 beer. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And so in the button there on the bed, there's this little cross button, which is supposed to be your nurse call button, right? Give me a break. Nobody comes when you push that button. You know that they're seeing it. They see it, they hear it. But they're down there goofing off and hooping and hollering and cackling like chickens or whatever. They're not paying attention. So Johnny has to get up and go down to the door and yell at somebody. Yo, the machine's beeping again. Yeah. So he had to do that, I know, a half a dozen times that night. And so it was an ordeal. It was an ordeal in the hospital, I tell you. And then when I get home, the next day they had the guts to send me a survey in my email. Oh, they really don't want me to fill that survey out. I'm telling you, they don't want me to. Because I'm an opinionated cuss, and when I get started on a survey, I can fill it out. I can fill it out, let me tell you. Oh, I'm an opinionated woman, and I can, somebody be called on the carpet when I get done with that survey. Because they were all nice and smiling in my face, but lying to me at the same time. Lying to me. Oh no, your doctor doesn't want you to get up. My doctor come right to me the next day and said, no, you should have been getting up. My doctor told me that. I said, well, that's not what they did, Doc. That's not what they did. He was not happy. Not happy. So I hope he went and found out who was over my stuff and got to him, because that really irritated me. Oh, my glasses are dirty. But yeah, the hospital stay was a joke. They didn't even bring Johnny anything to eat. Will had to bring Johnny some breakfast and dinner and lunch, because they didn't provide Johnny anything. That upset me. Heck, I think they did. I think they provided, when I had my hysterectomy, they did feed my bunch. I think they fed whoever was staying with me. But not this place. You would think this, you know, kind of a high mucky muck place, you would think they would, you know, feed your kinfolk, but they did not. And tonight's tea is Bigelow Benefits Calm Stomach, and it's got ginger, peach, and herbal tea. Let's see, I forget what it says. Ingredients: peppermint, wild orange leaves, chamomile, natural peach and ginger flavors with other natural flavors, licorice root, fennel, marshmallow root, and peaches. I might not even have to add no honey to this. This sounds downright sweet, doesn't it? I know it smells wonderful. It's been sitting here steeping since I've been running my mouth for 12 minutes and 23 seconds. But Johnny so nicely brought it in here to me in my Pity Mom mug. Oh my goodness, that smells good. But I'm gonna just put just a little bit of, I'm really kind of scared to put sweetener in things, because my stomach has been really, that's all I'm doing right there. Because every time I think I can drink something, oh, the instructions from the hospital: if you just think you have to have a carbonated drink, open it and leave it out for 30 minutes until the bubbles die down, and then try to drink it. I did that because I needed some caffeine, and it still didn't agree with me. Bubbles are not your friend with this surgery. Bubbles are not your friend. Not your friend. And everybody told me that. And I just okay. I had to try it though. You always have to try it at least once. You have to try things on your own. Oh, that's nice. Still a little warm, but it's really nice. Ooh, has a cooling sensation as you're drinking it. That's the peppermint. But anyway, so we get home, and you know, and my boys take really good care of me. And so for the last week, it's been water, chicken or beef broth, and Jello. I looked in the mirror a while ago to put my hair up in a ponytail, and a skinny person was looking back at me, and I was like, what? I said, who is this person? That's the first time I'd really looked at myself in the mirror. Of course, I look a little pale too, but you would too if you hadn't eaten solid food in over a week. And I got till this coming Monday, and then I go back this coming Monday the 13th to the doctor to Would y'all go lay down? Ain't none of this for y'all. Go lay down. Johnny, call the dogs. Go. I don't know why they were just all of a sudden thought they needed to be near me. But anyway, so yeah, that's what my diet has consisted of the last week. Jello, orange or strawberry, sugar-free Jello, chicken or beef broth, and water. I tried apple juice. No, my stomach did not like apple juice at all. And then today I tried some died down bubbled diet Mountain Dew. No, there were still bubbles, and those bubbles bubbled up my stomach, which hurts like, oh, ow, ow, ow. And I did not know that I would look forward to farting. TMI, right? TMI. Sorry, y'all. TMI. But the things you don't know that you're going to look forward to when you have this kind of surgery. I did not know that I would look forward to and be thankful for farting. But yeah, I was thankful for the farting. So thankful. So thankful. I was like, whoo, that's relief. Because any way you can get the gas off of your stomach, you're thankful. Anyway, and anyhow, you can get it off your stomach, you're happy. Because that's pressure relief off of you. And that pressure is mondo painful. Ugh. And I was bed bound for several days. For several days, I couldn't even walk straight up because the incisions just I felt like pulled on me. And so, because it pulled on me, I didn't feel like I could straighten up, And so it was just like walking hunched over. But it's only been the last 3 days that I've been able to walk upright. But before that, this one that's right in this area here, right underneath my bust, it finally, released enough of me. It finally healed enough that it released some, things to let me stand up straight. But it's still, when I go to get up out of bed, that muscle tenses. And it will grab and hurt some when I go to get up out of bed. I have to sit a certain way on the couch. It's just a process, and it's very slow. And I did order. I didn't bring it in here with me, but I ordered some stuff off of Amazon that's supposed to help with healing quicker. And it's a paste type stuff. It wasn't cheap. But the antibiotic ointment, I keep having to reapply it. It doesn't seem to be working for very long. So I was like, there's got to be something else. And so I went searching the internet and found something that, on Amazon that looked to be, had good reviews, and, I said, okay, let's go for it. And so I got that in today, and I had to order Band-Aids because my Band-Aids I have are expired and old and not sticky. What can I say? I'm a careful girl. I don't get a lot of bumps and scrapes and needs of Band-Aids. So my Band-Aids are old. And they're not so sticky. So I had to order new Band-Aids. I could have asked Will to stop and get some on his way home from work, but I had him stop on his way home from work yesterday to get me apple juice, and then to find that the apple juice didn't agree with my stomach, and I didn't want to do that again today. I felt that was just asking too daggum much. So I decided I would just order it from Amazon and get it in one day, and that would be fine. It wouldn't, you know, I still have the other band-aids. They don't stick well, but they stick a little, and I would just make it until then. I'm hoping to be able to drive in the next couple of days, the next few days maybe. I should be able to by Monday. I'm gonna put that out in the atmosphere. I should be able to by Monday. Because I don't know how else I'm gonna get to that doctor's appointment. And I'm going to that doctor's appointment because me and that doctor need to talk about them nurses. I really do. But anyway, so that's where I'm at with the healing. That's where the process is going. How much weight have I lost? I have no idea. I will tell y'all about that Monday evening because the appointment ain't until 3:30. So we'll find that out then. I have done a little crocheting. I worked a little bit on Johnny's blanket. I'm about to start a second skein on that. I didn't bring that in here with me though. And I started a project for myself. Like I needed another whip, right? But, you know, I was sitting there feeling bad for myself. And as you do when you're just recovering from a major surgery and all, you start feeling, you know, pitiful and feeling bad for yourself. And you're like, I make all these sweaters and stuff for other people. I should make one for myself. So what did I do? I started one for myself. Now, mind you, this will just get worked in between when I'm working on other folks's. But and I don't have both yarns in here. But this is the primary yarn I'm using. This is Karen Cinnamon Swirl Cake, and this color is called, oh goodness, Bay. It's this colorway. But I'm doing this a bit different than I'm doing Serena's, because I'm I'm doing a trick with this one that I didn't do with her, so I kind of wished I had. I'd probably be done by now. But there's a trick you can do with these where you can decrease a stitch at a particular interval in your rounds when you're doing this. And I learned this trick from watching a video where a girl's doing a hexie cardigan in a bulk, in like a 7 weight yarn. But somehow ladies, I don't know how I managed to figure this out in 4 weight, but I did. But basically I decreased 3 stitches in this area. It's after the 3rd point when I started, when you get to going around, when you're at your first, because after you do your first hexie here, when you put your first hexie together, you know, round 1, and then after round 2, when you're doing round 2, when you do your first point, your first corner, second corner, and then after your 3rd corner, that's when you do that decrease. When you do double crochet 3 together, and that's your decrease. And so you just do that every single round. You do double crochet 3 together every single round after that, and for those 3 stitches, and you do it every round throughout the project. And what you end up with, and you know, no, it's not going to lay flat. No, it's not going to look straight. It's going to look a little like a misshapen starfish. But when you put it together, what you have is a narrowed down sleeve. So that's what I'm working on here. Boom. Therefore, this is the solid stitch one. I have yet to figure this out with the granny stitch one. I have not figured out how to do this with the granny stitch one. It's just a little bit, I don't know why I can't figure it out with the granny stitch one. It's, for some reason, it's just too much. But I have figured it out with this one, and I'm doing that one on this one, and I probably will do it on the next one I have, but I didn't do that with Serena's, but I am making progress on Serena's, so that's not a problem. But this is the beginning of mine. And I'll work on it from time to time when I get a wild hair. It's just one of those things that I was, like I said, feeling old, poor pitiful me. I need to do something for myself. I like this tea a lot. We'll see if my stomach does here in a little while. Ooh. And this might be a much for me to drink too. This, I probably should slow down. Just for some reason, I've been more thirsty than I ever have in my entire life. Okay. And so this is Serena's. And so I have a t-shirt, the right size for her, which is extra large. And so I measured the t-shirt across, and then I checked the sleeve width by her. I had her measure her arm, her sleeve. So this is the right width for the sleeves. And so what I did is I attached my yarn here to the front, and I hadn't quite figured out how I'm going to even these two out, but I will. I will. You got to think sick person work, you know, is probably not my best work, but I will even it out, and it will look nice when I'm done. But I've added some rows here because I figured out I had 18 inches when I put the two sides together, you know, and based on the width of the t-shirt, I needed 25. So I'm doing, you know, I know how much, I figured I needed 8 more inches. And so this is 4 more inches, and I need 4 more inches on the other side. So I need 4 more rows on the other side, and then I'll regroup at that point and see where I'm at. But what I'm doing is I'm going all the way around it. I'm starting here, and then I'm going all the way around, and then ending up here. So that way the bottom and the sides both get around. So even though when I connect it, I'm probably still going to do some rounds at the bottom because Serena's 5'9", and so she's going to need it longer than a short person like myself would need it. But I don't know about how these are done here. I'm really not happy about this, because what I did is I just when I got to the corners thing here, I just slip stitched backwards and went back the other way. So I don't know, I'm not really liking that. I may have to rip that out. It was a lot of work, but I may have to take it back out because I don't really like how that's looking. I don't know if I can clean that up. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to take that back out when I go in the living room, and then start with the other stitch instead of the corner stitch. That way I don't have that problem, because I don't like how that looks. The more I look at it, the less I like how it looks. I thought maybe I could just make that work somehow, but I don't think I can. I think I will go back and work the 4 rows, but I don't think I'll work them like that, because that's just so uneven and it looks weird. It just looks weird. I was just trying to do something to keep my mind busy and make myself feel productive, because I hate feeling helpless, and I hate feeling like an invalid. This is the longest I've had to you know, I don't like being down. You know, it's been a long time since my hysterectomy, so I don't remember how long I was down with that, or how all that went. And honestly, I don't think I think I was up and around in 2 weeks with that. I think I recovered quite quickly. Of course, I was younger then too, and I didn't have COPD then. and I didn't have lymphedema then, and so, you know, I was only 38 then, so that has a lot to do with it, I'm sure, why this is taking a bit longer. So but that is everything that's going on with me. And I do want to address the individual that pushed a button with me this evening that got me a little upset. I'm not going to say her name. Her email went to my spam folder because her emails have been blocked from previous attempts to get me to send her yarn. I don't appreciate it when people do that. I bought all my yarn myself, or some of it has been gifted to me by friends. I do giveaways occasionally. Like any other content creator, I do giveaways. But and normally I wouldn't bring this up, and the last time she emailed me, I ignored it and I put her on block and didn't even never mention it because it wasn't worth a mention. But this time she emailed me while I'm recovering from major surgery, and that hit a nerve, because she waited till the bottom of the email to even mention, oh, I hope you're recovering okay. But she went on to talk about the yarn that she knows I have it. It's right there. This yarn that she's looking for is right here. She described it to a T. This is the yarn she wants. Okay? That's the yarn she wants. I'm not giving that yarn up. I like that yarn. I'm going to use that yarn eventually. On what project? I'm not sure. Probably a corner to corner blanket, because I really like corner to corner blankets. I really like working it up. It's really fun. I bought that yarn from Aberdeen Wool in Canada. And as of this week, they still have that yarn for $2 a skein. Now, if she hadn't hit a nerve, I probably would have emailed her back and told her that. You can go to Aberdeen Wool and get you some. Now, she did offer to pay me for the yarn. I will give her that much. How much she would have paid me, I don't know. But I'm not in any physical way to get out and mail packages right now. And I would not put that on my boys to go mail a package for me. That just the guts and the gall to email me such an email, and then to throw her grandchild in there. Oh, my grandchild just loves this yarn and blah 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 blah. Really, lady? Really? While I'm recovering from major surgery, you're going to email me about a particular yarn you know I have that you won't. And then at the end, you're going to throw in something about, oh, I hope you're recovering okay. Really? Get out of here. Come on. I'm a pretty gracious person. I'm a pretty nice person. If, you know, if I hadn't been trying to recover from this surgery, I might have even sent the daggum yarn to her for free. Had it been any other situation. But to approach me now? No. You could stay in the spam folder where I found you. You know who you are. Don't comment. Don't contact me again. It's rude. It's unladylike. Nope. Don't need it. On the other hand, when I do get better, I do have some yarn that I am going to be selling. Because I discovered I don't like it. I thought I'd like it because it's gorgeous and it's so soft. But when I tried to work it up, didn't care for it. Didn't care for how it worked on the crochet hook at all. This puzzle cotton, it's gorgeous, it's soft, but it wasn't for me. I have 6 of these. The colorway is called First Bloom. Okay, it's a 4-weight yarn. You could use a 6mm hook with this, no problem. It's 349 yards, 320 meters, 7 ounces, 200 grams. It's 57% acrylic and 43% cotton. And this little picture in the middle kind of shows what it works up as if you're knitting it. It's beautiful. I bought 3 on one occasion and 3 on another occasion, hoping that I would make a sweater with it for myself. And when I tried to work with it, I couldn't. I just didn't like it. You know, sometimes you just run across stuff that you just don't take to. And this was one of those situations. I didn't take to it. I didn't like it. And life is too short. So I know Premier has these on sale right now for about $7 a skein. If someone wants them for $6 a skein, I'll do that. And if you're in the lower 48, we'll just email me and we'll work something out. But I have 6 of these, so anyway, so there's that. I don't know. I don't think I have any other yarn that I'm willing to part with right now, but those gotta go. I don't have it in me to work with them, and someone else out there probably would like to get a deal. So if you're out there and like to get a deal and you don't mind waiting until Monday or Tuesday of next week, then just send me an email. My email's always in the description of the box below, and we'll work something out. But that's about all I got for this video. I wanted to do a good long one for you. But this is about all I got in me. I'm gonna go to the living room and frog all the work that I did today and redo it tomorrow. Because, you know, why not? Oh well. But I didn't tie it off or weave in my ends, so it's not gonna be a problem to do that. But and it won't take me long to rework it. It won't, you know, now that I'm taking out a corner. So I just wish I had thought of that before. But you know, it is what it is. You know, you make mistakes and you correct them, and I got to correct that one. But I go back to watching CSI New York, re-watching, I should say. I watched it many years ago, and here we go with the dry mouth again. But CSI New York, they have all the seasons on Hulu, and so I've been watching that from the beginning. I watched it when it was on regular TV many years ago, and I just really like Gary Sinise. He's a fantastic actor, fantastic human being. And so the rest of the cast I really like too, so I figured it was a good you know, chill out show that I could just chill out and watch something. I've watched, you know, I'm seeing episodes that, you know, I don't remember. So I was raising kids when I watched those episodes. I was busy working and you know, working 40 hours a week, and you know, coming home and cooking and cleaning and taking care of boys. So, you know, I don't remember how many of those episodes I actually watched. So, you know, it's good to watch them again, and maybe watch the ones I missed. So, anyhow, just to let y'all know, I really, really, really appreciate all the love and support and the prayers. They have not gone without notice. I've read y'all's comments, and I really appreciate it. I know I just hearted a bunch of comments. I normally leave, you know, responses, and I apologize. That's all I had energy for. If I just hearted your comment and you're used to hearing, you know, something back from me, I apologize. I just that's all I've had energy for, to be honest. But I did want to at least leave a heart and let you know that I'd read it. So just know that I do read all the comments. and I do heart them so that you know that I've read them. And I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. So hopefully tonight will be, you know, if you leave me a comment tonight and you don't hear back, you know, for a day or so, it's just because I'm, you know, I've wiped myself out by sitting here all this time after crocheting all day. You know, I've pushed myself too far or something. I don't know, because I haven't really, you know, I still got a load of laundry that I want to put in the washer that I know I probably shouldn't. I probably should let the boys do that. But the mom in me wants to go do the laundry. I want to do that for them because they've done so much for me. They went grocery shopping and they've taken such good care of me since I've been home. Anyway, I love y'all so much, and so does Jesus. And please remember to adopt, don't shop. Your best friend's waiting on you at the shelter or the rescue. And I will see y'all again soon. Bye now.